Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nini and today we're doing a sketchbook session, I guess. Or I think it's more like a character design challenge. This is a very special video because I guess we kind of missed it, but recently we have hit the mark for a year since I first posted my sketchbook tour, like my first ever video to YouTube, and I'm so proud of how far we've come. And so I wanted to do something special and create a character to mark the occasion, and I wanted to make like a lucky cat kind of shaman kind of character for a universe. Yeah. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. Let's go ahead and start. Hello again, everyone. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you have been giving me on my latest videos. It really means a lot. And I know I keep saying that, but it really is a lot. I'm at like 500 and something subscribers. I think like 560, I think, at this point. And thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys are looking forward to all of the new content that I have in store for you guys. So like I said, for this spread, I am making a new character for my Mongol story, and I thought that I would make this lucky cat character that goes with the antagonist that I had for my story. I've shown you guys him before. I still don't have a name for him, but he is like the emperor of the world, kind of, and he reigns from this big city in the sky on the back of a whale, and I'll probably draw that at a later point on my channel because it is a bit of a different concept than usual, and I wanted to be able to get the design down first. So I wanted to draw this lucky cat character, and I thought of him as being like the advisor or like the shaman, and like since he's a lucky cat, he's able to mess with probability, and that's really been able to help the Emperor's City like grow in wealth and strength. And yeah, I was thinking, like, after making this character, I was actually thinking about making two versions. Like, you know how with the lucky cat there's usually like a black version and a white version? I thought about making them twins, kind of like the advisors for Azula and Avatar: The Last Airbender, excuse me. And yeah, they're gonna be older. They're men, they're older men, so it's pretty interesting being able to draw the male cat characters. And yeah, I tried to draw him with like different expressions, and most of the time he'll have like his eyes closed, and when he's like getting serious or like when he's mocking somebody, he'll open his eyes like what I'm drawing right now. And his outfit is supposed to be reflective of where he is working in the Emperor's main palace area, to match the Emperor's clothing as well. So the Emperor's City is supposed to be like kind of like Asian inspired a bit, because the Emperor is like wearing the Asian clothes too, so he kind of like enforces that in the city. And I wanted it to be a little bit different from like the guilds that my other cat characters are from, because they are like working in the surrounding areas. So a bit about my process for this spread. I went and sketched the character with my Prismacolor Color Erase pencil, the red one, and then I went over it with my Micron pen. And I really wanted to use the Micron pen because I don't use them very often. I usually do line art with a regular ballpoint pen, but I wanted to get used to using a black marker in order to make more prominent marks to add more contrast between the background and the actual character. I also wanted to do them one at a time because I find that when I do multiple sketches all at the same time, I don't put as much effort into each individual sketch. So I wanted to try and focus on the line art for each individual sketch of this cat character. So I didn't really put too much effort into their outfit, actually. I don't know what kind of Asian style it is for the clothing, since I didn't look it up, but I know that I wanted it to be Asian inspired. But I'll probably do some research before actually doing a final character sheet for this character, and for my other Mongol characters as well, especially for their weapons. I think I need to come up with a weapon for this character as well, though he might not have a weapon. It might just be his power of probability, I guess, and luck. And yeah, you can see from the different poses that I have that he's like a high official, and he's generally polite and kind of helpful, but also kind of like scheming and like making sure that whatever the emperor needs to get done gets done. So now I'm gonna paint it with some watercolors. Hopefully it turns out nice. So I probably should have planned out the colors a bit more before this, but I kind of knew that I wanted these Lucky Cat characters to have red eyeliner, because I think I usually see that when I see Lucky Cat sculptures. And I wanted them to have like a lighter fur color as well, and for their clothes to be like more red and green based. And yeah, so I went over this with watercolor, and I did the thing that I said that I didn't want to do, and I focused on all of them at the same time in the beginning, and then I started working on them individually. But I really should have just gone individually each time. I'll have to keep that in mind for next time, because it really is helpful to just go one at a time for these characters. Initially, I just wanted to do like simple washes for the colors, but I eventually ended up doing lighting as well, but I didn't really commit to it, which is a problem that I have. And I think I mentioned this in my sketchbook tour, that I didn't commit to some of my watercolor paintings, and it really sucks. I really have to spend more time on whenever I want to do a real watercolor painting. But thankfully these are just sketches and concepts. So like I said before, I wanted to stick with a red-green color palette with like some yellow also in the mix to add some contrast and like more pop of color. And yeah, it wasn't too difficult, but I do still wish to learn more color theory. And I kind of messed up with this part because I don't know, shading his face with yellow probably isn't the best idea. Probably should have shaded it with more like a blue color if I wanted to do shadows and that kind of stuff. And I probably shouldn't have made his eyebrows brown. I don't know probably gray. Probably make the eyebrows gray. Sorry, I'm rambling, but I'm seeing the flaws that I made. But I think it turned out pretty good. I like these initial washes of color. Yeah. I actually really like how different these sketches are, like compared to my pen sketches. Of course, I'm still going to be doing pen sketches, don't get me wrong, but I like the contrast between the black and the black of the lines and the colors for from the washes of watercolor, because I don't usually like to use black when I'm coloring stuff. I think it just makes things a bit muddy, so I usually use like a purple or a burgundy Like I have a burgundy micron pen, but I didn't want to use it for this one because, like I said before, I wanted to get used to using a black micron pen because I do want to make like some comics in the sketchbook, which I'm actually already starting already. And maybe I'll make a video about that later, but I really wanted to get some practice in, and I had made a little sketch of a mouse character earlier, like I think it was the spread before this one, and I made a little mouse character using the black micron pens and watercolor, and it looked pretty nice, so I thought that I would use the same technique with this spread as well. And I think it turned out pretty cute. So for his costume design, I know that I put like the golden insignia on the front part of his chest, or on the front part of his clothes, but I'm not sure if I'll stick with that design. I think I want to make that design like the official design of the Emperor's court, and I will have to workshop that a little bit because I know that Mongol's design has a little insignia on their left arm, the left part of their cloak, and I'm not sure if the other characters in my story will have that insignia too, but I think that it looks really good on their cape, so we'll have to see. I was a bit hesitant at first when I was first designing this character about the little rat tail that he has in the back, but I think it really suits him now. I've seen multiple characters in like Chinese dramas that have, or like Asian dramas in general that have like the little rat tails at the back of their hair. Not sure how that would work with a cat, but you know, it's a good variation, I guess. So like I do in a lot of my sketchbook session videos, I add like little shapes and doodles and stuff to the background, and because I think that the backgrounds are too bare and I don't really like all the white space in my sketchbook, I really like to make things colorful, so I decided to add like these yellow shapes to really make the characters stand out from the background more than they already do. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this spread. It was definitely interesting coming up with a new character that I pretty much potentially might use in my story. Not sure yet, but if I did, like I said before, I would probably come up with a black version, a black variation of it too. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. It's a bit different from what I usually do, and I think that I like this little challenge of making a new character. And thank you guys so much for all the support, and thank you guys for sticking with me for a year. So now I'm just going back over some of the line work with my micron pen because some of it might have been a bit faded from the watercolor or might not stand out as much, and I wanted some details to stand out more than others. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do. I kind of like how it looks. It's definitely an interesting character. I don't know what to name it, so if you guys have any ideas, please let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!